Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Sherwin, and thank you for watching my video. And in this video, I'll be going over our latest Las Vegas trip with the Model Y Performance. I also want to give a special shout out to myself. Happy birthday to me, because my birthday is the day after Christmas. So happy birthday to me. We took a trip to Las Vegas last week. I took data. I have a spreadsheet. I have the links down in the description below. You could also skip around. I have chapter markers if you just want to get straight into the data. So go ahead and enjoy the video, and I'll see you afterwards. What's going on, guys? We're headed to Vegas. We were gonna take the Model S, we were gonna take the Model X, but it's still in the shop. So we're taking the Model Y. I got some friends with us, so we're on our way. I've reset the trip, and let's get going. All right, we are here at Yermo. The price went down 38 cents. So last time we were here during Thanksgiving, I think it was like 45. I would have to look at old footage, but this is Yermo. 22 stalls at 150 kilowatt, but I started the trip at 80% state of charge, and we are at 44% state of charge, and it's 5:32. Yeah, so this trip, originally we were supposed to bring the Model X. Actually, originally we were supposed to bring the Model Y because the trip was Abby and I only, no kids, just me and her. We usually take like a one-night trip to Vegas by ourselves just to hang out. But then a couple of friends wanted to come along, and we're like, yeah, come on through, let's go. And we were supposed to take the Model X, but the Model X is in the shop. I took it in yesterday for the usual Falcon wing door issues. Video is either up, because I don't know when this video is gonna be up, but I don't know which video is gonna come up first. So but at this time it's at the shop right now, getting the Falcon doors fixed once again, our second row seats and all that. So it was supposed to be done. It was supposed to be only a one-day thing, and it's not a one-day thing. It ended up being a two-day thing, which today is the second day, and we still don't have it. And so we were gonna wait for it. Fortunately we didn't, because it's still not done. But we are a total of 5, and I would have rather had the Model X be the car that we would take, because we're a little bit more comfortable with the bigger car. But the Model Y, my Y sits 5 anyway. So that's what we took. And originally it was supposed to be in a Model Y with just Abby and I, because I wanted to compare how much the charging cost would be between the X and the Y. I'm pretty sure the Y would be slightly cheaper, simply because it's more efficient, smaller vehicle, lighter, better efficiency. But at the same time, I think the cost here, the charging, is cheaper than what it was when we were here last, which was Thanksgiving. If you haven't checked out the Vegas trip in Thanksgiving with the Model X, please go check that out. But we are here at Eddie World, just charging a little bit. It started at 144 kilowatt, but someone parked next to us, so it got cut in half. We're at 74. I guess not many people still know the men's bathroom rule, when there's a lot of chargers available, that you should take every other stall. So if you're not aware of the men's bathroom rule with the Tesla charger, if it's available, please charge every other stall, at least for the level 2 chargers, because you will cut the charging speed by half. So if it's available, take the other, jump over one stall extra, every other stall. But that's all good. We're just hanging out here at Eddie World. Abby's getting some what is it, beef jerky at Jedediah's. I'm getting better at pronouncing that. So we're just gonna hang out for a few more minutes, and we're gonna continue our trip. All right, so we're at Baker. Wanted to charge again because we left Yermo, I think, at 79 or 80% state of charge. I can't remember, sorry. And I didn't record because everyone's having conversations in the car, so I didn't record, but I took pictures. I don't know if I'm gonna do a voiceover or what, so, or I'll just put up the stats in the screen. But I wanted to stop here at Baker because the state of charge when I arrive in Las Vegas, I believe, is like 19%. And if you've seen my other videos, cold weather and just being parked and not plugged in is not a good thing, because the car will use energy to keep the battery at a certain temperature. So I want to be at a higher state of charge. I try to float around 40 to 50. 50% is really good, but 40% is good enough, at least for the Model Y. But the X, man, we ate through like 18% state of charge. So that's why I'm trying to get a higher state of charge. And after Baker to Vegas, everything is uphill. So you really got to stop here unless you're at a higher state of charge. But you'll probably burn through about 30 to 40% at least from Baker to Las Vegas. There is a charger at State Line, so you don't want to leave Baker at around 40%. You got to be higher just to be on the safe side. So that's what we're doing here, just hanging out. Hopefully no one's parked next to me to cut it in half. Remember, men's bathroom rule, every other stall if possible. So that's about it. Let's see where we're at, and yeah. We arrived at Aria at 8:39 p.m. with 35% state of charge. We left Baker's Supercharger at 83% state of charge. The distance between the two locations is approximately 88.7 miles. We took the scenic route and drove on the Las Vegas Strip for about 2 blocks past Aria, but turned around because it was heavy traffic. I figured it's quicker to just walk the strip than drive through it. So let's adjust it and say 90 miles. As you can see, the car spent 48% of the battery, which is about 36 kilowatts. That's close to half for an EV that has an EPA range of 303 miles. This is why I mentioned the uphills and to not pass Baker at a low state of charge. You may underestimate your remaining range and run out of energy. Physics apply to both gas and electric vehicles. Just like a gas car, if you don't fill up, you may run out of gas. And the only difference is there are more gas stations than EV chargers for now. So be prepared. The next morning, I took our friends and we walked from Aria to the Fashion Mall. Abby and I planned to leave a day earlier than they were. They were going to take the bus home. The bus stop is next to the Fashion Mall. I put in work and walked almost 5 miles in almost 3 hours. I paused my Apple Watch from time to time to take photos and did my best to remember to resume it. We stayed from Sunday night to Tuesday morning and left my Model Y parked. The morning we left, the state of charge was 24%. I'm going to use Teslamate to display the reports. According to Teslamate, the Model Y lost 13% state of charge, which is about 38.45 miles of range, or about 10.19 kilowatt hours. The temperature during our stay were around 53 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and about 31 degrees Fahrenheit at night on average. I enabled defrost mode to get the battery warmed up and ready to supercharge while we started heading out from our room to the parking garage. We arrived at the Linq Supercharger at 21% state of charge. Okay, so we've checked out of the hotel. Actually, we didn't check out, but we are leaving early. Our friends are going to be hanging back for an extra day. But I'm here at the Linq Supercharger. We're at 21%, and it's 9:57. So this location is 27 cents per kilowatt hour, 24 total stalls at 250 kilowatt speeds. This is one of my favorite places to charge because it's fast. The 2 nights that we were parked in the self-parking, we arrived at 35% and woke up to, was it 22%? Can't remember. And I defrosted the car because of the winter tips that I saw on the Tesla website, which I did a video on. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. So I'm here. I arrived at 21%, and it says that Sentry mode is deactivated because of the state of charge that it's in. So it's too low. Never seen that before, but pretty cool. So we're gonna go and eat some breakfast here and get some Honolulu cookies, the usual stuff. And it looks like it's 40-minute charge to 90%, but I'm gonna put this bad boy at 100% if I could. Because the rate is cheap, 27 cents pretty much the whole day. So California, follow. Jeez, man, it's too expensive in California. So yeah, we're gonna do that, but I have to watch the time too, because after 1 hour they charge $15. So if it's gonna take more than an hour, for whatever reason, which I don't think it should, I'll just leave and come back and get another parking ticket thing. So I'm gonna have breakfast. I haven't had coffee. All right, it's 10:47, 94% state of charge. We are at Baker, 53% state of charge, 12:06 p.m. Here we have 40 stalls at 150 kilowatt at 40 cents per kilowatt hour. Okay, it's 12:29. 85% state of charge. Cost is $10.40. All right, we are home. The time is 2:19. 29% state of charge. The final stats on this trip: 440 miles, 154 kilowatt hours used, and the average energy is 351 watt hour per mile. All right, so the stats. The total charging cost is $45.71 with 4 total stops. These are our usual stops whenever we go to Las Vegas, regardless of which Tesla we take. The total miles driven is 440 miles. Total kilowatt hours used is 154 kilowatt hours with 351 watt hour per mile. Average cost per kilowatt hour is 36 cents. Total time at Superchargers is 1 hour and 56 minutes with an average of 29 minutes per supercharging stops. Okay, so energy cost is a little different than our Model X because our Model X is a 100 kilowatt hour battery, and so 100% equals 100 kilowatt hours, so it's easy to calculate. Our 2022 Model Y performance, when I Googled it, says that we have a 75 kilowatt hour battery in there. Now, there was some results where it said it was 81, so it might be 81 total like size, but 75 usable. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna take 75 kilowatt hour battery, the size of the Model Y. So the energy cost is calculated by taking the difference between state of charge departure and state of charge arrival. That gives us a percentage in difference. I then divide by 100 to get the decimal value and multiply by 75, which is the size of the battery of our Model Y. This will give us how much kilowatt hour was added to the car, or filled to the car, or refilled to the car. Then we multiply by the cost per kilowatt hour. So that's how I calculated the energy cost. If you haven't seen the Model X road trip videos, I've mentioned about the HVAC slash entertainment slash other cost calculations and columns. There is an article linked in the description below that explains it. There is another worksheet in the spreadsheet that compares to gas vehicles and miles per gallon. With the data I collected, you would have to look for a mid-size SUV that will give you 40 miles per gallon at $4 per gallon to get close to the cost of driving a Model Y. This is not a scientific test, but more of just a real-world test based on my trip. Values will change depending on speed, weight of the car, passengers, baggages, etc., temperature, headwind, and charging rates. We took a very similar trip in our 2022 Model X long range in November 2022. the charging rates were different, but on the way home they adjusted to what they were in this December 2022 trip. I have both data, and the cost difference is within $1 and is negligible. Negligible. It's a hard word to pronounce. It don't matter. I just wanted to sound smart. I will be doing a comparison video between the Model Y Performance and the Model X Long Range soon, but if you can't wait, you can compare the data on your own with the videos that I've already uploaded. I am very surprised, but I might know the reason for the results, so stay tuned for that. I'm still working on the December Service Center video for the Model X. Again, yes, this visit has been the worst so far, so stay tuned. I've already uploaded a venting video regarding our loaner experience, and I've hinted a few things about the service center visit so far. Link in the description below as well. Check that out if you haven't checked it out, but they're really dropping the ball this time. At least the Upland, California service center has been dropping the ball. So I don't know what's going on. So what do you think of the data I shared? Do you have a Model Y? Are you planning to take a trip to Vegas anytime soon? I would love to know the data you collect. It would be cool to compare. Distance may vary, but we can figure out some estimates. I have data on the Northern California trip with the Model X as well. If you haven't checked that out, please do, and I'll link it again in the description below. Lots of really cool stuff. In that video, I also recorded all of our supercharger stops, so you could get an idea of what these superchargers look like, what kind of amenities are around, what things to do, because you are going to be staying at these charging locations for at least 20 minutes, depending on how much you want to recharge. I hope you all are having a great holiday. Regardless of my experience this last week with the service center, I'm trying to remain positive. I'm not going to let it ruin the holiday season. And I hope that things will improve. I guess people will be back in the office on my birthday. And I don't know if I'm gonna spend most of my birthday talking with the Tesla service center people. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to really talk to them unless they have a solution or have any updates. But yeah, right now I snuck out. Everyone is at the house. I'm in my shed. They're eating lunch. I already had lunch. I'm stuffed, but I hope you all are having a great holiday so far. I wanted to say thank you to those who have commented in the previous video where I did a little venting with the Model S Plaid loaner, and just it helps a lot having discussions with many different people. There's even one person who chimed in who has a Ford Mach-E. Welcome. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. Despite the bad experiences recently, these videos are helping me and also helping you out there to just gain knowledge on what to expect, I guess. Well, I wouldn't know. Not what to expect, because I really hope that you don't run through these experiences. But there are Teslas being delivered that have no issues, and so I hope that when you do get your Tesla vehicles, or those who already have theirs, that you continue to not have any problems, and if you do have any issues, that the service center will provide a better service than what I've experienced so far, because it's been declining. But I'm gonna go back into the house. Hopefully I could edit this video. Family is over, we're having lunch, and Merry Christmas once again. And if you get some extra time, please give me a shout out down below in the description. Wish me a happy birthday. It's one of those weird things where My birthday falls the day after Christmas, and it kind of gets bundled in, but it's all good because it's just a big celebration. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I will be doing some more videos soon, and I'll see you all in the next video.